Sandra's Heart Tale, Part 10 by Amasat. My husband started avoiding my call. If he manages to answer the call, he will speak for few minutes before saying he will call me back, but he will never call back. I was not happy the way things were going. I was seriously disturbed with everything going on. I asked him about what I had, if it was true or not, but he told me he was busy and don't have my time, that he will get back to me whenever he is free. He said if he doesn't call back, I should know that he was stressed and need to rest, so I don't need to call him, but he will be the one to call me whenever he can. This was unlike Joba, telling me that he was stressed and I should not call. He has never done that before. I knew then that something was wrong. It means it was all true. Joba and his baby mama were living together. I noticed he started calling during his break at work, and whenever he was driving out alone, he would call and ask of his son and few other questions before going off. He no longer called whenever he is home. Joba was no more the same man I married. He was acting like a total stranger and treating me bad. I decided not to complain or become a nagging wife. I continued to be my usual self by caring and loving him despite all odds. Sometimes I would call a whole day and he wouldn't take any of my calls. I would still send him messages, and at the end of every message I'm sending to him, I will add I love you. I always let him know that I still love and care for him, which I truly do. He will read every message but won't reply. I send him message every morning when he doesn't answer my calls, and also at night before I sleep. Joba calls anytime he feels like calling. Sometimes he doesn't call at all, and I don't bother him on why he didn't. Instead, I'll do the calling or still send him a loving message. One day, the embassy sent a message that his son should be taken for medical checkup because his visa was almost ready. I was surprised that he only fight for his son alone. He kept telling me in the past that he was trying to get every necessary document ready for us, which is me and his son, so that we can come over abroad to come and stay with him, to join him there. He assured me then that our visas will soon be ready, that I should be patient. But now only his son was asked to go for medicals. I wasn't even included. I asked him about it, that I thought he fight at the same time for me and his boy, and how come the boy was called and I wasn't. He told me that it happens sometimes, even though it's the same time he fight for our visa, that the embassy may not call us to come at the same time. After the explanation, I believed him, hoping that my turn to proceed would still come. He asked one of his family members, his sister precisely, to take his son for medical checkup, just as the embassy instructed. He did not involve me again. Anything he wants to do, he would tell the sister instead of me. So it was actually the sister that was in charge of everything concerning the boy. I was shut off, so I decided not to force myself into the matter. I just kept cool and was watching them in silence. His son was given a visa and his traveling document was set. I later asked him when the boy will be coming over to join him, since he has been confirmed by the embassy. Joba told me that within these 2 months, his son will come over. One of his cousins, who is also based abroad, will be bringing his son along. Within the 2 months, just like Joba said, his cousin traveled with the little boy and I was left alone. I was already used to the little boy and felt so lonely when he was gone to join his father and his biological mother abroad. The house felt so empty and quiet. I decided to go to my mother-in-law's house to stay. Joba's mom was very nice and accommodating. She likes me right from time, doesn't hide it, and I love her dearly too. After spending almost 2 weeks, I returned back to my home and stayed. I was thinking of what to do next, now that I was alone. Joba's son has traveled and I don't have a child of my own yet to care for. I thought of enrolling in the catering school, but I really do not want to disobey my husband because he made it clear that I shouldn't do that. Ever since he mentioned about me going to nursing school, he never mentioned it again. I waited patiently for whatever he will approve of me doing for the meantime before I will probably join him abroad. Joba did not give me any go ahead. He wanted me to stay at home, so I obeyed. My husband's birthday came. I made sure I was the first person to wish him a happy birthday. I stayed awake most part of the night so that my timing will correspond with his 12 a.m. After sending the message, I stayed awake because it was already day at my side, but still night at his. I waited till 5 hours because I know he will probably be asleep before I call him. But my husband did not answer my call. I waited extra 2 hours and kept trying to reach him, but he refused to take my calls or even acknowledge the message all through the day. The same evening, I later saw a birthday post that he was tagged in. It was from his baby mama who made the loving birthday post and tagged him on Facebook. She also attached a recent picture of she and my husband loved up together. They were holding themselves so tight together in a loving, romantic manner. They were both putting on the same type of clothes, like a uniform. They made uniform for themselves and were cuddled up in each other's arm. She attached this kind of picture as she posted it on Facebook. One of his cousins also posted the same picture of my husband with his baby mama on her WhatsApp status. She attached a love emojis to the picture. I was really heartbroken and didn't want to believe what was staring right at my face. I was shocked. It was shocking and unbelievable. I screenshot his baby mama's Facebook post and forwarded it to him. I asked him what was going on and what exactly was the meaning of everything that was happening, including the Facebook post. He read as usual but did not reply me. Instead, he decided to block me. I felt broken and couldn't take it anymore. I have tried to endure and play the good wife, but I just couldn't continue living like this anymore. I cried. I couldn't cry again. I cried so much. This time I had to talk to my mom. Nobody knew what was going on before. Nobody knew what was going on before now. His mom, his family members, and also mine doesn't know. All this while, I have tried to endure and keep the sadness away from everybody, but I just couldn't take it anymore. So I decided to talk to my mom. I also told his mom and his sister, who was my friend. His family were very angry with him. His mother was really disappointed and she quickly called him while I was still there. She called him expressing her disappointment. She shouted at him, and while she was still talking, Joba ended the call. He hung up the phone while his mother was still talking to him over the phone. Sister sent him a message condemning his ill behavior, which was a big embarrassment. None of his family members approved of his bad attitude. I was so devastated as I went back to my place the following day. Joba stopped sending me upkeep money. After I sent him the screenshot of him and his baby mama, he quickly blocked me on Facebook, he blocked me on WhatsApp and also calls. Every means I can reach him, Joba blocked me off, which was why I decided to run to his mom. And he still hung up on the mom while she was still talking. I felt helpless as I returned and tried to think of what to do next. My mom said she was going to call him. When she did with her phone, Joba picked and said he was busy at work, but he will call my mom back later. I was hoping he will. Joining him abroad was unrealistic. No hope in that area. Doing nothing was just a scope. He didn't have plans for me to join him at all. He has blocked me and has stopped sending me money for upkeep. Basically, I'm back to losing hope and trying to make sense of what exactly was going on. No skill, no job, not even a child to make me happy or hopeful. I was a loving and obedient wife, but that didn't make any difference to him. I should have rounded up with my catering school by now and even opened a food vendor shop that would not only fetch me money but also keep me busy. But obeying my husband every order has cost me many things. I still love my husband and really want things to work out soon, but my marriage is almost hitting the rock, and my only hope right now is God. I know I will survive this, and Joba will come to his senses. I'm not losing hope yet, and this isn't like my mother or anybody I may be referenced to. No, their life race is different, is totally different from mine. And none of us on this side of the road plan for a failed marriage. My marriage will not fail. This I said and I hope on it. Like I said earlier, I'm still hopeful that all this situation will turn out for my good. Watch out for Sandra's Heart Tale.